made it here to the job of the day. This morning we're back here continuing a pretty big job we started, I want to say a couple days ago now. It actually rained late last night, so it's a complete mess. You can see here we have a bunch of mats all set up here just to minimize the damage with the minis. We actually have both minis with us. We have the mini there, we have the bucket truck there. They're getting ready to pull a tree. There's a tree back there, I'll show you guys in a sec. We also have all these logs here that we have to pick up. I don't think I ever showed you guys this job. I wasn't really around while the guys were knocking it out, but we have a bunch of logs we have to pick up here. We have a bunch of logs we have to pick up there. You can see this whole area was just brush. We cleaned it all up. Still got a bit more cleanup. Got a bunch of branches there that we got to clean up. Got a couple trees in the back. Have a couple dead ones right there. We actually have the bucket truck there set up, so we could grab these here. You can see Bernardo's there getting all ready to drop this one tree. We're gonna drop this tree here, and then we're gonna clean up the area. The mats are really just to reduce the ruts with the minis, so we could just pass back and forth. We're gonna have to take all those logs out of there, so it's gonna help them not sink. Got to knock out all the stumps. Everything here is gonna get redone, so we're not too worried about the grass or anything like that. You can see it's a complete mess right now, but the mats are really here just to avoid the ruts. It's been raining on and off the last couple of days, and we have to pick up all these logs. So the logs are super heavy. When we're coming out, we're gonna create huge ruts if the mats weren't here, but the mats are gonna help us out a lot. You can see Joni right there. He's gonna start picking up all these branches. We gotta clean up all that area there. Right now it's super wet, but luckily the mini isn't getting stuck. This whole area here is nice and flat. It's not really an issue. Once we clean up this whole area here, we're gonna move on to the rest of the trees, but we also have to pick up these logs. I'll most likely concentrate on picking up these logs in a bit, and someone's gonna get started doing the stumps as well. So this area is getting all the stumps grinded down. We also got to flatten out all the area, obviously clean up all the branches and stuff like that. We only have a couple more trees that we got to knock out, like that big one there. We have a couple there. The biggest challenge is going to be picking up all these logs, especially with just the minis. We would bring the skid steer in here, but we're just gonna end up getting stuck, and it's gonna make an even bigger mess. So I think I'm gonna hop on the other mini right now, just so we can pick up all these branches, knock that out, because we're gonna have to start picking up all these logs.
Ya los quebraste. No, esta es una arqueta, esta. No, ya se los quebraste. Ya los quebraste, luego tienes que pagarlo. Ya estaba de bien.
Nobody moved the tools. Somehow the tree didn't even touch it. And I thought we broke the fence, but we actually didn't even touch it. It was definitely a close one. Now we're gonna clean up this whole area, leave it all nice, get it all chipped up. Cleaned up all the bigger branches. I also moved all these logs over to here. Now we could easily clean up this whole area. It's gonna be a little bit of a struggle. You can see it's all muddy. We also have all those logs over there that we have to move over to here. That isn't an issue, we'll grab that later. I brought the stump grinder over. I think I'm gonna start knocking out as many stumps as I can. The guys are working on a couple of these smaller trees. There's some that are staying, but we have a couple we have to knock out. Once they're done, I have to take the chip truck to get dumped. That way we can bring it back empty and hopefully load up a couple logs in there. I think most of the day we're gonna spend loading up these logs, but that shouldn't be an issue. I doubt we'll be done today. We also have to knock out all these stumps, and then another day we'll come by and flatten this area out once it's dry. Like I said earlier, right now it might look like a mess, but once we're done, it'll look pretty good. All right, so we got a good amount of stumps done. I just made it back from getting the chip truck dumped. The guys are almost done filling up the GMC with wood. We could probably fit maybe a couple more in there, and then I'm gonna head over to get that dumped while the guys continue chipping up a couple branches that we have left behind that fence there. Once they're done chipping everything up, they can start loading up some logs into the Freightliner as well. Berardo's gonna continue with the stumps while I'm gone dumping the truck. There isn't that many left now. He got a good amount of this area done. Got most of the big ones, like there was one big one there. Now he has a couple small ones back there. We have one there, two more there. One's pretty big as well. But this whole area here is all complete. We just got to flatten it out. Still got a whole bunch of cleanup, leaving this all nice and clean. But like I said before, we're gonna finish filling up that truck with logs, and then I'll head over to get it dumped. Got the truck completely filled. I could probably put a couple more, maybe one in there, maybe one on that right side there, but I'm not even gonna waste my time. I'm just gonna head over to get it dumped so I could get back. While I'm gone, the guys are gonna finish chipping up all these branches here, get that all knocked out. Once they're done chipping up all the branches, they can start putting logs into the Freightliner. It doesn't matter if we mix them, we're gonna dump that all in the same spot. So gonna head over, get this dumped, and the guys are gonna continue working. You can see Berardo over there is on the stump grinder. He's getting all the stumps done, and then Johnny is just flattening out the stump grinds right now. All this stump grinds we're gonna have to remove, most likely spread them out over there once we spread that whole area out, leaving it all nice and clean. But for now, he could flatten it out, just cover all those holes so there isn't a hole in the ground and someone could get hurt or something like that. So right now I'm gonna head over, get the truck dumped, and we'll be right back to continue loading up all the logs. Made it back to the job. I set the GMC back up there so the guys could continue filling it up. I actually have to rush over to the shop so I could grab a thing of diesel. The stump grinder is completely out of diesel, so I'm gonna head over to the shop, grab a gallon or two, bring it over, then we'll fill up the stump grinder so Berardo could continue stump grinding, and then I'll continue filling up the truck. I actually got completely stuck right there at the dump. That's why the clip kind of cut off. Took us a while to get the truck out of there, maybe like 30 minutes or so. Finally got the truck out of there. Now I'm all the way back here to the job. So like I said, I'm gonna head over to the shop, get the thing of diesel, and then we'll be right back. Made it back with the diesel. Gerardo's gonna continue stump grinding the stumps. I'm gonna help whoever is using the mini. It's either Johnny or Arturo. I'm gonna help them finish filling up the truck. I think they got a good amount already in here. He's got a good amount of this pile already picked up. I'm gonna come here with the 85 and I'm gonna start picking up a couple logs as well. Got a bit more room in that truck, so I'm gonna help him fill it up and then I'll go dump that again while they continue working. Made it back here to the job. The guys actually left these two machines here ready. I just got to load it up. They're actually up the road right now. They were knocking down a small tree. They got the bucket truck and stuff. They should be back in no time. I saw them when I was on my way back here. I'm gonna load up these two logs here and then we're gonna load up as many as we can. Maybe stay here I want to say 30 more minutes or so, and then we'll knock out as many logs as we can, and then we'll head back to the shop and most likely either dump this truck tomorrow in the morning. I might take some time to go dump it today, but I doubt it's going to be completely full, so I'll dump the truck tomorrow in the morning and we'll come back and we'll continue loading up all these logs. Still have a bunch of logs, so there's no way we'll even get close to finishing. So start knocking out these two. I'll load these two up and then I'm going to start loading up logs. All done here. We were able to get the truck loaded. It only took like 15 minutes or so. We're gonna connect the trailer up. Chip truck's all ready to go. Buckets all ready. We're gonna head back to the shop, call it a day. Made it back here to the shop. We're all done for the day. It's a pretty long day, but it wasn't too difficult. Mostly just putting logs in the truck and stuff like that. But I want to thank anybody who took their time out of the day to watch the video. Any questions, any comments, any tips from me, leave them down below. Catch you guys next time.